Hi guys, I hope you all are doing good. In the last video, I talked about 10 things that I completely love about the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. And today I'm going to talk about the worst features of this phone that sometimes make me hate it. So before I begin, please make sure that you have hit the subscribe button, and if you find this video good enough at some point, do hit the like button as well. Alright, so we are living in an era where smartphone innovations are not coming to an end, and we keep seeing some new technology every single moment, especially in the charging department. We have the chargers up to 200 watt now. It literally takes a few minutes to charge your phone from 0 to 100, and in such times Samsung has shipped the Galaxy Z Fold 4 with just 25 watt charging support. Now that's very poor, because I think this phone should have had at least 45 watt charging support like the Galaxy S22 Ultra. 25 watt, it's not too slow, but it's not too fast either, especially when we see the price tag and the capabilities of this smartphone. So I do hope that Samsung packs more than 25 watt charging in the successor of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. And while I have talked about the charging and linked it to the value for money aspect of this phone, I would like to talk about its price here as well. See, if Samsung wants the Galaxy Fold series to succeed and become a go-to choice for the smartphone consumers, Samsung will eventually have to cut down its price. A price tag of $1,800, it's too damn high for a smartphone, and I don't know how many people would be able to afford such a smartphone. And $1,800 is for the basic variant, which comes with 256 gigs of storage. So if you want to top it off with 512 gigs or 1 terabyte of storage, you are probably going to have to go towards the north of 2 grand. So I think the Fold's pricing does not look very good at this specific point in time. Now, when you are paying $1,800 for a smartphone, you obviously expect the most out of it. But that is not the case with the Samsung Z Fold 4. It's the fourth iteration, and Samsung is still not capable of inserting an S Pen inside this phone. Samsung went ahead and added an S Pen to its Galaxy S series, but the Z Fold series is still deprived from it. I believe that this is just another tactic to make more money. Samsung should focus on adding an S Pen slot to the S Pen rather than selling a separate S Pen, which does not come cheap. So the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 definitely supports S Pen, but if you want to use the S Pen, you will have to spend money on two things. Number one, first you will have to get the S Pen, and then you will have to get an S Pen compatible cover. So your cost is definitely going up, and this I think is not something that I appreciate. Now when I'm talking about S Pen, I would also like to mention here that the S Pen does not work on the cover display of the Galaxy Z Fold 4. I don't know why is that, but I think if the S Pen compatibility was going to make it to the Z Fold 4, Samsung should have made it compatible with both the inner and the outer displays, but that is not the case with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. And that is very unfortunate in my opinion. Now Samsung has made incredible improvements in the UI department of the Galaxy Z Fold 4 this year. Now that does not mean that Samsung has perfected everything. There is still room for improving things, and one thing that I would like to stress upon is how some of the applications load up on that huge screen. Not all the applications are able to use the full screen display on the Galaxy Z Fold 4, and that I think is the downside. Although you can enforce such applications to use the full screen by going into the display settings and the full screen options, but I think applications should be able to launch into the full screen mode on their own. For that, Samsung will obviously have to encourage the developers to make such changes to their applications, and I think that is pretty much doable. And the last thing that I do not like about the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is how the accessories of this phone are priced. I already talked about the pricing of the smartphone, which already doesn't look very good to me, and the same applies to the accessories of this phone. I mean, I bought two cases for this phone, and the two cases cost me about $150, which was not so good. I think the accessories like the basic covers for this phone should go for about $10 or $15 for a case, but that is not the case with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 right now. So any accessory that you want to buy for your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 is definitely going to hit your pockets very hard. So these are all the things that I personally do not like about the Galaxy Z Fold 4. And if you want to know what I love about this phone, I would recommend you guys to watch my very recent video. Let me know what do you miss on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 and which is your favorite feature of this phone. With that being said, I will sign off and see you all in the next one.